started. Yo!
Hello, people. Welcome to another episode of Monday Night Smoke. And look, I'm in deep undercover makeup right now. See, the chocolate's chocolating. I'm not quite as light as I usually am, but you know what? I'm here for today. So,
Listen.
You're gonna call me Base J.
Base J! What? Yeah, I like it. I like the energy. You know what? We're gonna, you lot, everyone that's in the house, you know you're hearing it. Big up yourselves. We haven't got no time to move. We ain't got no time to play around. This is big question tonight. Big questions have to be asked. Guys, is it over for the AJ era? Straight to you, bro. Is it over? Let's be real now. No, none of this pandering, because people say, I know us. I know what we're like as a pod. Travis will be very angry that he's like, raw, let KG just go off and do his thing. But I just had an epiphany, fam. And I said, raw, I need to ask the question because I'm not happy with what AJ's doing. I don't know who his trainer is. I'm concerned. Let's go. Talk to me. What you saying, bro?
But you know what? I mean, the error, it's not looking strong. But he is supposedly getting he's supposed to be getting him some work with Derek James. Now, if there's any one guy to have on your side, I mean, Derek James is the guy. You get me? Like, I mean, you got Jermell Charlo, undisputed super middleweight champ. You've got Errol Spence, unified welterweight champ. So if you want to be in that kind of good company, that's who he's supposedly training with right now. Now, the error itself, it might not be strong, but I don't think it's over just yet. I feel like there's still a little bit left to go.
But then you have to ask yourself some real questions, innit? Like, boxing's moving, not saying again, today I'm asking the question, innit? It's one of those things where boxing is moving, right? And there's things happening with AJ that it doesn't make some things are not making sense to me in terms of new trainer. Now you can say he's gone to this new guy. What about Garcia? He was supposed to be there. Angel Fernandez still in the camp. I'm hearing arguments. I'm hearing AJ's supposed to be training in America, but somehow the training doesn't happen in America, bro. The training happens UK based. It's a bit mad.
We say that, but look, he's in America right now. So
yeah, but we saw this before, bro.
Yeah, but no, before he was around there having a little holiday, he seems to be in one particular spot right now, innit? So until we get further information, all we can say is that it looks like he's sticking with Derek James at the moment. And if that's the case, I'll actually want to see what that one looks like.
And that's gonna get him prepared, because this is why I asked about the question, right? Usyk is a front runner for this era. You know Tyson Fury. I hate to say it, but at the moment he's running it. I hate to say it, but he's fighting more. I'm not saying he's better than AJ at all, but I'm saying he's out there. Now you got a guy he's unbeaten. There's another guy that's had back-to-back defeats. Not saying I ain't saying he's not a good fighter, but I'm saying let's look at the defeats and stuff. And now you say, well, we need to get ready. Dillian's our next fight. What's after Dillian? A big fight, a Wilder, who else did they say? They said a Wilder. Who else was on the
next fight? The next fight's going to be in the O2 Arena, so it hasn't been scheduled yet. It's not going to be Dillian. He'd probably be the one after that.
This is what I'm saying. So if it's not Dillian, I like it a little bit better. But then my thing is, you ain't got home, bro. You're doing asylum seeker. When we talk about England, it's coming home, bro. Sometimes. It's not in our home, bro. I don't think it's ours anymore to call it home. Then way there's been a lot of tournaments, bro, and you see the correlation with England. We keep singing this song, bro. It's not coming home, fam. And we got to say with AJ, I know it's different.
That's a different story. Like,
I hear it, but it's not, bro.
Let him find asylum at the best possible place, innit? If he stays in America and does his thing and just comes back for the 2 fight weeks, I'm all for it.
But is he going to do that? And deep down, AJ's a creature of comfort, and he wants to be where he's at, pulling up at the colleges and that, telling kids you can't talk to me like that. Have some respect. We seen what AJ likes to do. He likes to do it his way. Like, why is Garcia down?
Before the Usyk mind flip, so now maybe something in the brain has jostled a little bit, and he realizes, you do the same thing over and over, expecting different results. You look like a dickhead, and I don't think man wants that. So I think he's taking it serious. He's gonna find the right thing for him. It might not be immediate, but I feel like he's gonna find it, and while it may not be his era, he can't dominate the thing. He's still going to be up there competitive, and he's still going to be the cash cow. So
I'm asking the question right now in the chat. So it's not just me moving mad. 64. Wait, hold on. Oh, raw. 64% say. Hold on. Is it over? Let me just make sure I'm getting right with the. Let me look at it. Because however I ask the question, bro, I need to make sure I haven't moved mad because it's not showing at the top. Is the AJ era done? 63% are saying no. Everything is fine. Well, we'll see. You lot. Oh, when we open up the lines, you lot can convince me. You lot can get into it and let me know if it's true. Let me check that for me though. Obviously over the weekend, a lot of boxing. We had Shannon Court. You're like one of the experts on women boxing, yeah. We saw Shannon come back. Shannon come back. How do you feel about Shannon's return?
You know, she had a pretty decent performance. I knew that she wouldn't get Gemma Rueg out of there, so it's a good thing she just tried to stick to the boxing. And she needed those rounds because she ain't been in the ring for like 14 months. Yeah. So she needed that activity. I don't like the fact that she's supposedly going straight into a world title shot after that, after fighting a journeywoman. I feel like you need to do one or two more bits of work to sort of solidify that. Because even though she had the rematch clause with what's her name, Jamie Mitchell, ultimately, like, that rematch clause can't be infinite, innit? Like, you can't have 14 months out of the ring and say, yeah, what, my rematch clause is still intact. No, like, a rematch clause is a 9-month, 12-month thing at best. So I feel like she should have to work her way up to, you know, get back to that mandatory or that title contention. I think she needs one more before that happens. But she looked all right. I'll give her that.
Right. She looked all right. I think the person that kind of stole the evening, I say it's got the spirit of Cheeseman. Ebanie Bridges, fam. It's always a war when she goes in there. It's always, there's a Conor statement. I don't know if you can.
That's what I'm looking for now.
I'm looking for it as well. Conor's made a statement. The team.
Let's see.
Try and find that. Let me go to Benson. He probably has already got it, already reposted it. Dillian White calling for a rematch with Anthony Joshua on Instagram today. Let's run it back. Mad thing. Ain't seen it.
I'll just IFL. I've seen it now. Okay.
What we getting?
I want to start by saying this has been a very difficult time, not just for me, but for my family and my team. I couldn't have got through this without the love and support of those closest to me and my supporters who have stood by me. I'm forever grateful. My team and I have worked extremely hard over the past 7 years to make me the fighter I am today. We have never cut corners or cheated the grind in any way. We believe in work ethic, determination, and pure heart to achieve what we have set out to accomplish. It's been really hard for me to accept that people think I would do what I was accused of, but what I've come to realize is people rush to judgment without knowing the facts, especially people in the boxing community, and most disappointingly, even those that know me. Although I've kept away from social media, I'm well aware of those who have thrown dirt on my name. I'll forgive, but I won't forget. Tony Sims has a clean gym for 26 years. I respect the gym. No one is bigger than the gym. Work hard and dedication is what we stand for. We don't condone cheating or cutting corners. I'm thankful to my dad who has been with me through this whole period, and I'm glad this nightmare is coming to an end for the sake of our combined mental health. Never did we think we'd go through something like this, but they say the hardest fight is life and the adversity it brings. I want to make up for lost time and not let another moment go to waste. Boxing is my life. I've been through hardships in my career before nothing like this. I believe in life you go through adversity of all kinds, but what matters most is how you respond. I've stayed in the gym and continue to work extremely hard, staying positive that my innocence will be proven and the truth will come out. My team has proven my innocence and the truth will soon come out. Until then, I won't be commenting further due to confidentiality. There were times I feared it never would, but we all had faith. I'm thankful to everyone who has supported me through this tough time. Tough times don't last, tough people do. We keep it moving and we'll continue to chase the end goal of being world champion. It's a minor setback for a major comeback. For now, I'm looking forward to sharing Christmas privately with my family, and I'll be back in January. See you all in 2023, the year I become world champion. Didn't tell us.
Wait. Okay. All right. You know what, Nupo? Bro, when you read that, when you heard that, yeah, did your mind say, you know what? I was wrong and I owe him an apology. My man's innocent.
No.
Because you heard the statements from that. Wait, hold on. From those comments. Yeah, you can talk, bro.
Look, I didn't. I mean, look, man said we are innocent to be proven, and everyone's. You said the same thing like 2-3 months ago. Like, what is different? Why put out a statement that means nothing now? Like, put out the statement with a sheet underneath it showing the test results or showing negative. Or why would you do that? Why do we need the teaser to the trailer? Like, what's going on here? This ain't a movie.
So you're telling me we waited all this time. Oh my goodness. For this is what was waiting for. So Conor said, you know what? Now's the time to set the record straight. What did he straighten, bro? There's no straightening here. I still don't understand. He said, you lot, I can forgive. I'm going to move on and be world champion. The stuff I can't talk about. My team has worked to prove your innocence. Well, how come Chris Eubank Jr. is saying, bro, you're not looking very innocent? I didn't even know about Miami. Now, I'm kind of confused because he hasn't answered to any of the allegations. He just done a poem.
That was like elastic band. All they've done is just stretch the elastic band further so we don't know where the end of it is. Like, that's long. Don't say nothing until the results can come out. Don't say nothing. And you know what? Before we even carry on with that, I did see it in the chat. I was gonna wait, but I'm gonna bring it up right now.
Bring it up.
First, I owe Denzel Bentley an apology. Denzel, if you are watching this, I beg you, ask for Felix Cash last 3 years worth of medical reports, because that brand ain't on no Red Bull no more. There ain't no way that brother come in the ring at 166 pounds and couldn't get rid of a guy who stood right in front of him, didn't move his head or nothing. And you look like an idiot and can't get man out.
Hold on. Let me say. Hold on. I like where you're going with this. But wait, Base. I like it's kind of smoky. I didn't expect us to go this way. But I watched the fight, yeah? And I'm telling you right now, Felix ain't fought in a long time. He ain't fought in a long time, and he looked like he was smoking him. He looked like he was taking him out, bro. That's what I saw. He looked like first couple rounds, he starts really quick. I don't know if that's when the drugs kick in. I don't know. But you have to say, what, didn't he look somewhat okay in there? Talk to me.
The brother gassed from the second round. He was gassed at the end of the first, getting hit with stupid shit. I swear down, that brother's had his wings clipped. No more Red Bull in the system. I need the medical records out immediately, because that guy with an extra 6 pounds to spare could not finish his dinner. No.
Yeah, it's not looking. You know, I made a claim before. I made a claim when all this stuff was coming out. I was a bit worried about the gym. I was looking at things thinking, bro, where'd that power come from? But again, we can't put corruption on someone's name when they haven't done anything. We ain't had no adverse findings. I think it's a bit wrong. Even though it looked kind of funny in the light. You're looking at like, Ross, what's going on over here? It's a bit mad. But until we see something, it's crazy. That's all I'm going to say on that one. That's got to be fair, right?
Man is off the Red Bull, he's off the Monster, he's off the Rain, like whatever it is, all the energy drinks. Man ain't got no energy no more. I see it.
He's run out of sensory beans.
He ain't got none of that. Amo Williams gonna unload full clips on him when they have their fight, and I'm waiting.
Well, when you say Amo kind of got violated in the talk. You know, it was nuts. It didn't look good. You come in that far away and saying I'm pulling up and getting pushed out the scene. Yeah.
Yeah, but man only done that because there was security around. Let's be real.
No, but it still wasn't. It was an L. It wasn't L though. Man got pushed out the scene and you didn't see him again. Like then you see him kind of smiling, but deep down he's like raw. Like I really got moved out the thing. Like I wanted to do more.
No, you know what? He probably did. But hear what though? Here's the good thing about what happened with that. The whole Amo's stock went up from his commentary. Everyone's been praising that how man was analyzing the fight, doing whatever. So already now he's got a name with the UK people actually taking notice of who this brother is. So regardless of what happened there, all that happens now, whether he takes an L in that, cool. Guess what? If he thumps up man during the fight, knocks man out cold, L gone.
Yeah, that's true. It's going to be a tear up though. These men both like to come forward. They're both again throwing heavy combinations. But we'll be remiss, bro, to get this far into the show and not talk about one of the greatest two pieces we've seen. Bro, run the footage, man. Run the footage, fam. We need that, fam. This two piece here, absolutely insane.
Nuts on. Hold on.
It's mad. It's mad. I'm uncomfortable. How nice it was.
All right, let's go.
You know them ones when you gotta say that's the one of them you gotta say Funka. Bloody hell, the guy's a monster. The guy's a monster, bro. It's crazy, but I want to give Avanesyan some respect because Conor's not beating him, bro. Conor ain't beating that I'm telling you, Avanesyan's because Avanesyan was landing. He looked kind of good in there. There was times when he's saying, you know what, you're getting your shots off. You're not like he had him sometimes kind of getting backwards, but in terms of like some of the counter work, some of the work in there, I said to myself, Avanesyan, you're a good fighter, and a lot of people didn't want to see you for these reasons. For me, his stock has gone up. Guaranteed.
I mean, look, here's what I'll say though. Like, whether Conor can beat him or not, if we remember, we was talking last week about styles and how people match up stylistically. Stylistically, Conor Benn has got the right style to beat Avanesyan, because Avanesyan is a come forward, tuck up, like you don't really see much, just close behind the guard. Whereas Conor's very much boxer puncher, front foot aggressive, but can sort of move, can pop the jab, and can find ways around the guard. So if Avanesyan if he can't take Conor's power,
no, I don't know why you're. But then again, Conor's power might not be Conor's power though.
I was about to say whether it's pre Conor power or post Conor power. Like if he could take it, then Conor's in problems if the gas tank ain't there. But he could outwork Avanesyan and get a decision.
I don't know. Again, we have to remember Conor did the test that Conor had. We always saying, bro, man, he really had certain tests to know what he is. We're saying the Van Herding, he ain't been truly tested, bro. Now I want to see Avanesyan go again with, like, I don't know if it's a Porter or he's in the conversation now. He's definitely can fight that because again, Crawford is great. Crawford's a monster. Crawford's something different. I don't know if Errol wants to see him. Errol bought out merchandise the other day talking about he's next. No, he's not, bro. That's just merch. Don't take the piss out of us. Yeah. It's Matt. I think Crawford is just something different. Again, if you're talking about errors, he's owning this thing. There's one man in the way. He don't want to see him. And I think we kind of know why.
I mean, put it this way. You had what's his name? You got Stanley Onus holding up WBA. You've got Boots Ennis trying to vie for IBF. You've even got what's his name? Virgil Ortiz tried to petition for WBA regular against Stanley Onus the other day. Why ain't nobody petitioning for the WBO mandatory that them man have actually got? Like Ortiz was mandatory for the WBO. Yeah, he's not looking to take that shot. Boots could have had that as a voluntary. So clearly there is a boogeyman in that division. There's one man no one don't want to see.
Again, I need to talk about this. There's so much to talk about. I can't wait for your show. I don't know if you're doing it tomorrow, but Martin Sandor, because you don't need to cook on that one. Martin Sandor, yeah, bro, as check cuts come, yeah, I liked what he did. I'm worried for Tio. Tio's starting to he's getting delusional for me, personally. I think his brand is bigger than what he does in the ring, personally. That's just how I feel about it. I don't know if he needs to change a few things up. He's talking about you ran away. No, bro, I was landing. I was still landing. Yes, you won it. Yes, like you won the fight. However, bro, you're getting touched. Counter hooks were counter hooking. Footwork was nice. Martin, he did good. Personally, for me, I don't know what you're thinking. Is he?
You know what? I'm gonna need, when we put out the link, I'm gonna need Tony. I'm gonna need you to come up here because we need to have a conversation before.
Yes, we do. Again, last thing we got. It's so mad because I done Ebanie Bridges. We talked about ammo. I'm not going to waste my time with Metcalf Pennant. Oh,
Warrington.
Let's talk Warrington. Headbutt Warrington. Can listen? This I'm going to read you. This is what they said. This is how mad this is. 1 second. This is 1 second, I gotta get it. Warrington headbutt someone. This is what the commentators say. What do you call it? I said, my man's making a meal of it. He said he's making a. He's been doing so all night, bro. You have to understand, yeah. The eye was boss up. Come on.
Bro, he headbutted man so hard he got a knot on his own head. But man's making a meal of it. Like how much protection do these people really
don't do that?
Madness. I can't believe it. Lo and behold, here's the joke. My man is the only person I know that throws a straight 1-2 headbutt combo. I've never seen that before in my life. He incorporates the combos. It's crazy. Left hook, boom. Like mad. I've never seen that before.
Oh my goodness. I was so happy he lost. Some people are saying robbery. You lot let us know. Come in here. If you feel like Warrington was robbed, please come in here and let me know what you think, man. I think there's a lot of stuff we've spoken about. Is there anything we've missed out, or should we open up the lines and let people have their say?
Let's open up the lines. Just a quick shout out to Jared Anderson. Pieced up Jerry Forrest in 2 rounds. Like no one's ever done that before. Like mad.
Forrest asked him some big questions, questions that the bar couldn't answer. But then Jared, I'm not gonna lie, I don't know if he's really the boogeyman.
I mean, he ate some. I mean, he's not the boogeyman. He ate some big shots. I don't know if he's
up and coming boogeyman. I'm not gonna lie to you.
He ate some big shots, but you know what? He ate them. So I gotta, we got.
No, I'm just.
Tony, we need to have a conversation. So,
bro,
what was it you said? What was it the week before about Teofimo being the takeover 2.0, the takeover, and again,
rubbish.
Like
rubbish.
I mean, what was even that?
Yeah, I got some humble pie to eat, guys. I was on with Maestro yesterday because I'm sure Maestro's gonna chump in there and absolutely try to demolish my name. But listen,
he should. You deserve a demolition right now because
I'm gonna take that. I'm gonna take that L with a big piece of humble pie.
Yep.
And say
that's growth.
I'm disappointed. I'm very, very disappointed in my guy Teofimo Lopez.
What does he need? What does he need now? What is it? What is going on?
I'm gonna be honest with you. I think he needs a new trainer. I think he just needs to get away from his dad. Yeah, I think his dad has done him a world of good. Yeah, got him to that precipice that he was at previously at lightweight. But he's now come to the point where, you know what, you're moving in a different spectrum of fighters. And now, you don't need that arm piece on the side antagonizing you and making you feel like you're the best thing since sliced bread, when in fact you've got work to do, kid.
Nah, but I think we're blaming. I don't know if we're blaming the wrong person right now. I think sometimes someone believes more in their source than they actually are. Then maybe they're not that good. Maybe while they've shown talent and skill and why they could get up for a rivalry, because these rivalries are different. I kind of see, like in boxing, I believe there's some kind of derbies. I believe that, you know what, for you, I have your number and there's something about you that motivates me to a new place. I don't have that with everyone else. Again, he's saying you're running, bro. Martin wasn't running. He was fighting. He fought well. I thought he looked good. You lot know boxing. Was you seeing anything from Martin and said, you know what? He has fair claim in there when he's arguing back and forth. He's got some few points. So you say, nah, you know what? Tio's right. The guy was running the whole time.
I had it 5 rounds to 5 with the -1 point for the knockdown. It should have been -2 points. I had Martin winning. But I said on the breakdown that he's gonna win the fight in the hearts of the people, but he's not gonna get it on the scorecards. I knew we wouldn't get a decision. 97-92, trying to say that Teofimo won 8 rounds of the 10. Mad.
Yeah, nah. I mean, let's be honest. You get those home cooking decisions.
Yeah, but you got to make it a little. You got to try and make it look a little sensible.
Yeah, but we know. You know, you're gonna get these absolutely ludicrous judges at Top Rank, and you're gonna find that the decisions, the margins of the decisions that they make are always ludicrous.
Okay, well, let's move this on though. I asked about it. I started with AJ. Just want to ask the question because I'm a bit disappointed in AJ moving trainers. I am. I can't lie to you. I don't know how you build trust, there's things that's gonna happen in the camp in the corner as we continue to fight and get to know each other. Again, he's moving. Again, we thought AJ was gonna be out and live in America, guys. Stay in the gym and get something because he said he needs to be in other gyms where he's uncomfortable. Wow, I saw improvement. The worst thing is everyone says in that Usyk fight, Usyk 2, we saw improvement, big improvement. Why have we done this? So that means we're gonna unlearn everything that he showed us, and we're gonna start a new thing. Makes no sense.
That's not how it works, KG. Because you don't necessarily have to unlearn to relearn or learn something new. Yeah, you learn to drive a car with automatic. You don't have to unlearn how to learn to drive stick. You have to add on.
All right, you can get found out. And I'll say to you this: you can get found out on Beulah Hill, fam. When you're in the, you can get found out on Beulah Hill when you need to find that biting point, bro. And the biting point's not biting you. When it's
a lot of people.
You hear your gearbox, bro. So why again in championship fights for the people that know Norwood Junction, it's a mad thing. Yeah, it's crazy. it's an incline of inclines.
I get it. But I just want to say in relation to AJ and a new trainer, look, we've been through this thing before. He made a mistake in the previous camp. He spent too long trying to find a trainer. By the time he got round to it, he didn't really have much time to get anything decent done before he was fighting again. And here we are again, how many months after his last fight, and all of a sudden we're looking for a trainer again. So, you know what? Shut him out. Go find yourself a trainer. Don't post pictures in people's gyms. Yeah? Because he's in Dallas right now at Derek James's gym. I just sent Base the picture.
I see.
You want to load it from your phone. Don't be posting them pictures. Just shut him out. Go do what you got to do in the gyms. Keep your mouth shut. Learn what you need. And if you find someone that you think this is the guy for me, then you announce it. But don't be going around people's gym talking up the talk. We all do that. Danny from Fight Fan TV, who boxing, like myself, will tell you that is the meat and drink of any good fighter. You go around gyms and you work with people. You do sparring in different gyms. You do training with different trainers. You're going to learn a new thing every day. Yeah, but we don't need to be doing.
Do you think you could just keep moving but
it's not about what adding lots of different things and learning lots of different things from different people. The most important thing is find your guy. Find your guy, stick with him, and once you've done that, then tell the people. But don't be telling us, oh, I'm in this gym and in that gym, and then make the public think, oh, here he goes. He's off on his travels. Because we don't need to know that.
No lies told. Again, we'll keep it moving. The last thing, Crawford. Now you gotta give me that Crawford, man. It's
masterpiece.
We know.
Absolute masterclass. It's just a thing of beauty. I train kids, yeah, and I'm gonna be honest with you. Tomorrow, I'm taking the video with that fight, showing my kids distance control. It was a masterclass, and it's not against some scrub. He's fighting a genuinely very good fighter in David Avanesyan, and to do him what he did, to control the distance the way he did, it was just beautiful. And 10 knockouts in a row in the welterweight division. This guy he's a killer, bruv. He's an out and out killer.
100%. Again, listen, I'll see you tomorrow, bro. Big up yourself. Incredible. Base, hit me with
he saved himself on some smoke. Still, he conceded defeat before we started. I was ready to cook.
You can still hurt him still.
I don't want to hurt him because he took the L. It's fine.
Yeah, if you get the super chat, please.
Oh yeah, so super chat. Alexander Wilson, $5. Oh, bless up for that. He said,
come on.
Former world champ Joey Gamache was Tio's real trainer, but he got the boot after the Loma fight, and it's been all downhill from there. And he's absolutely correct, because Joey Gamache used to be one of Lomachenko's trainers as well, so he pretty much knew him solidly. He's an excellent trainer, knows how to make people turn correctly with their opponent, knows how to implement game plans and strategies. Teofimo's dad decided, oh, we don't need to pay him, we're good enough already. Kicked him out. Then I think they had not Joel Diaz, they had someone else who they brought in afterwards as a strength and conditioning person to get him right. Then decided, oh yeah, well, we got the secrets from him as well, we'll kick him out of the camp too. So the dad literally kicks out anyone that could weaken his position in the corner.
But then I think, why do you not have the same energy for Tio's dad, but you don't have the same energy for Angel Fernandez, fam? Always been there, and he's one of the main voices as well.
Yeah, but Angel Fernandez ain't AJ's father.
I'm just saying. I'm talking about
AJ's choosing to have it. There's a difference between a toxic relationship between father and son and someone that you're employing to be your yes man or your pad man or however it's worked. Because remember, Fernandez primarily just does the pads. He likes how he does the pads.
I think he does more still.
I don't think he's there implementing the game plan. I think he's there to execute what AJ wants him to execute. One
thing we know about Garcia is he will tell us at some point. Wagwan.
Yeah.
He's going to let us know why that relationship broke down.
It's not going to be for now. It's not going to be until he's 100% sure that bag ain't coming back. So he's going to hold off. He's giving us snippets. The real knowledge is another $5. Said Jared Anderson versus Dillian White, Daniel Dubois, or failing that Fabio Wardley.
I like this question. I don't think my man's ready, Do you think Jared can beat Dillian?
I don't think he can beat Dillian just yet. But he can run Dillian very close. He beats Daniel Dubois and he definitely beats Fabio Wardley. And Fabio Wardley beats Daniel Dubois as well.
Fabio, don't sleep on Fabio,
Fabio will put up a better fight against Jared Anderson than Daniel Dubois does, guaranteed.
I think there's a lot of.
It's going to be who lands first because they're both just going to swing. There's not going to be any tactics and any sit up. It's going to be you hit me. Oh shit. Okay. Bang. I hit you. So now who can take what? That's literally how it's going to play out.
I don't know, man. I was watching the fight and don't get me wrong. Like it was incredible. They went at it. They did go at it. It was a good battle. But then I was looking at the shots that were being landed. I'm saying to myself, wow, you're really open. You believe in your hype. Like before AJ was getting touched. Yeah. And AJ just had this unwavering belief, I'm gonna knock you out. There was a new AJ, the AJ from before AJ got knocked down. Wow. Tongues out. He believes. It is that I'm taking you down. We're gonna finish fight early. Jared's got this impenetrable level of, I've not been beaten before. So I believe in myself, but I think that changes. When you really hit the canvas, it just changes for me.
It does when you hit the canvas. But he's going to take a lot of comfort and confidence from is the fact that I've said from day dot, Jerry Forrest, as much as he had the 5 losses, man's not a journeyman. He's a good, solid level operator. He's like a top 25 type guy.
But there should have been a move. There should have been a difference between. There should have been class above. And I'm not gonna lie. I still thought there was a chance that he could have got him. He could have.
But what you're forgetting is, don't forget, Jared Anderson only had 12 fights before then. He's still a upcoming prospect. Remember before that fight, he was number 20 in the WBC rankings. So he's not even ranked as a contender yet.
Maestro was talking about him heavy.
No, so, he is the next coming. But he's not there yet. His bus ain't arrived yet. Man's on the motorway and he's got like 100 miles to go before he reaches destination.
Maestro was talking like there's only 25 miles to go. Maestro was sounding like he's the real boogeyman of the young people coming up.
25 miles in America, that their motorway system.
Yeah. And you got
as much stop-start as we do over here.
You got to account for the M6 toll as well. All right, cool. Listen, let's bring in Lineal still. Yo, Lineal.
Yo, what's good?
Talk
to me, bro.
Man. No, I still, do you know what? I'm upset here because my friend only sent me the link for the Lawrence Okoli thing with IFL. So
incredible interview.
Is it
incredible?
Who's in the right? Who's in the wrong?
I'm gonna send you another one behind the scenes. It's the King Media because that one's actually a lot more.
Yes.
Nice. Send that in the stream one.
Hey, listen, we might owe Lawrence an apology.
Oh, swear.
Hey, we might.
I mean, I say we might, but we don't fully know. What I will say though, I'm gonna admit, same as everyone I think needs to admit, Eddie Hearn is slowly morphing into a younger Frank Warren, because he is starting to do certain Frank Warren type moves over the last few months.
Say his name.
Nah, wait. Obviously, we're not
lie.
gonna do the whole thing on this year, but elaborate just a bit.
Bro, all right.
What does that mean?
I'm gonna again lie. This is the
Because
lie.
before, he used to.
What do you mean by that?
Like, I'll never tie someone down to a contract. If they want to leave, they can leave.
Okay.
You know them ones, or like, we've never sued anyone. We don't go into. And then he's like, he's sending out lawsuits to Jake Paul.
It's nuts. Bro.
Desist letters for Lawrence Okoli, and I'm not saying it's fully, because I understand business. You need to protect your assets.
Nah, guys.
He was saying I don't do these things, but Frank does. But now it's like kind of doing.
Listen, let me tell you this, Lineal. It's looking deep divish. Man is gonna talk the things because, bro, it's not looking good. On that big man thing, it's not looking good.
Damn, it's not
I didn't like what I was hearing. And you see, when it comes down, it's questioning loyalty. It's questioning when your own, because this was the part for me. When your own mum can call you and ask you why you're moving mad, something's wrong. When your own mum is on Team Eddie Hearn's side, and then she has to get kind of corrected, it's looking crazy. All we're gonna do is on the pod, we're gonna just deliver deliver what's been said. That's it. It's crazy. Go and watch it and then see if we're right how we break this one down. But again, if you tell me that I have to bring out a certain amount of albums, and I meet the albums I'm meant to bring out, but you say, you know what, that's a mixtape, I'm not counting it.
Hey, no, don't finish me today.
When you tell me that's a mixtape, it doesn't count. But what is a mix, bro? It's looking nuts. That's all I'm saying.
Yo, Base, send me that link in the stream chat. I'm trying to see.
You need it.
I'm trying to see that. But on another note, though, I can't lie. I don't like how people all blaming Teofimo's dad on like all the stuff that Teofimo's going through right now. Because he himself, I can't lie. He has to ask himself a lot of questions. There's only so much that it can be everyone else's influence, because he's been looking a bit off, to say.
Yeah.
He's been looking a bit off himself, so I can't be like, it's just the dad thing for me is a cop-out, because even if he changes trainer, he still needs to change mentality. So even like, when was it that clip at the end of the fight where it's just like, yo, do I still got it? And for Regis Progress, the guy that he was chatting wet about this whole week to even reach out and be like, yo, whatever you are going through, sort it out. Like, nah, I can't blame. I'm not blaming his dad still.
Again, I like it. Accountability, man. At the end of the day, you got to look at himself. And, when you give it, bro, when you're trying to make man flinch, when you're on the high bridge and that, you got to put man away. And now all you're saying is, now I'm looking at delusion, bro. I'm looking at a lot of delusion. I'm saying to myself, like, did we jump on a high way too quickly?
I don't even think it's delusion. I think whatever it is in his personal life that's a bit on the side, like something's clearly bothering him. Whether it's his family life, which is techie, because I know there was the whole thing of like his family tried to warn him about the woman they end up having, but he is where he is now in it with her, and then he himself just not believing himself, and also you also got to think that maybe we gave him too much respect of what he was going to do at 140, because a lot of us were talking crazy because we didn't respect the division, and we forgot that outside of Josh Taylor, there's killers in that division like Regis Prograis and who's the Mexican guy that Josh Taylor beat? Ramirez. Yeah, so I feel like maybe we didn't put enough respect on that division. The way people were like, Tio's meant to go in there and smoke these lot. Maybe it's just a case of because people didn't know, they didn't put respect on it.
Again,
that's what I'm saying on that.
Again, we Connor's delightfully cleared everything up for us with the statement we was looking for.
Man, that guy's on that stuff, man. He's on that stuff. Him. And when you bought Felix Cash, I said this is looking very fraudish, boy. Listen, I said I ain't never seen Felix Cash fight like that again. I have not seen my man fight like that since.
I can't believe what I'm seeing right now, bro. Lineal, you never believe this.
What's that,
bro? I'm gonna bring you back in. Just
yeah.
I need you to see what this is violent. This is a violent move. Well, I'm gonna bring you back in. Don't worry. Imagine this guy has said, this guy is gonna come in, and he's calling himself the real knowledge. Let's go, Jesus, bro. I'll go on for the name change.
Fam, you know, I am what I am. I'm the knowledge. What can I tell you?
That's a big statement. There's a man.
Yo, it's not a big statement. Let me explain something, bro. And get that bomb sound effect ready.
Okay, right? I've got it. Hand on the trigger.
I got 2 bachelor's degrees. I've got 2 master's degrees. I've got 4 postgraduate teaching qualifications. I'm a USA boxing coach. I got a YouTube channel. And I've been taking soul after soul in the YTBC. Maybe you didn't know about me before as Maestro, but now you definitely gonna know the name, the knowledge, because Maestro is the knowledge. Maestro is King Smoke. Maestro is the final boss, aka King Cooper, aka that NIXXA. So at the end of the day, I'm here, ready. I'm ready to go.
Wow.
So let's get it.
It sounded. I ain't gonna lie. It sounded like you got a lot of certificates, bro.
Certified. Oh, I forgot one.
Uh-oh.
In His Majesty's, and I'm talking about the Gypsy King. I'm not talking about that other dude. In His Majesty's England and Wales, your boy is also QTS. I gotta get it right. QTS. Qualified teacher status. Ask Tony P about that. It's another one right there. So, you know, it is what it is. So I got to be honest with you guys, though. Bro. You know, it speaks for themselves. If I could start rifling off the universities too, because one of them, you were at Bloomsbury, right? You were at Bloomsbury, KG, the other day, right?
Yeah, it was at Bloomsbury.
So you must have walked by. You must have walked by the Institute of Education, because that's where I did my first master's degree.
Oh snap! You know what?
University of London. If you don't know where that is, that's Russell Square. All right, between Holborn, Russell Square, right in that area. So listen, I'm more than certified. I am the knowledge. Let's go.
Whoa, listen, I need to talk about your knowledge on Jared, bro, because again,
talk about the knowledge on Jared. What that say? What that say?
Oh, snap.
What that say?
Oh,
all right. So we're yeah. We got Danny talking about he been knowing about what you call it. About Jared Anderson longer than me. I saw Jared Anderson when he was an amateur.
You know what? I had to respect your thing, fam. This is why the screen had to change, bro. Because it sounded like you got a lot of certificates. Listen, let's get into this though. Jared. Yeah. Let's have this Jared conversation.
Yeah.
You
talk about Jerry Forrest. Go ahead.
You made him sound like it's the up and coming boogeyman. You talked about my guys. You know, I got a few guys over here that I've been gassing for a while. And I'm not gonna lie, I fancy the chances. Here's the one that you always make fun of me when I'm talking. Frazier, Big Frage.
Well, I didn't even mention Big Frage. Let's add Big Frage to the list. Let's add Johnny Fisher to the list.
No,
because they're about to get washed. They're about to get washed too, along with your boy Fabio Wardley.
I don't even know about the Woodley one. You know, I'm just saying. I don't even know. I'm saying, listen. Maestro, time will tell, but I think there's a lot of glitz and glamour. I think PBC are doing a mad thing. PBC know that this is it. This is like the PBC version of Dubois, and we have to build him up.
No. Yeah? Top rank, get it right. Top rank.
Top rank. That's it. Excuse me. Right? Excuse my lack of knowledge.
Top rank is bringing him along.
Top rank. Nice. Don't have a lot.
Let me go off some. Let me rifle off some names for you real quick. I'm gonna rifle off some names for you, KG.
Go ahead.
All right. I'm gonna rifle.
The internet can't handle the knowledge.
Decision. Zhilei Zhang, okay, majority decision. Carlos Takam, unanimous decision. Kubrat Pulev, unanimous decision. Jared Big Baby Anderson, the real Big Baby, 2 rounds, done with.
I don't listen,
I mean,
Maestro.
the result speaks for itself.
All I'm saying is,
I
don't know. All I'm saying is that I had more
took
questions.
those other guys to the limit.
All I'm saying is all I did is I had questions. I looked at it and I said, wait, is this, I hope we're not going too fast, you know, cart before the horse. We're just gassed. Because again, there's a lot of glitz and glamour on it. A lot of glitz, a lot of glamour, and it's looking a certain way. The Grinch, we're doing a lot of stuff. It's looking strong marketing. But after a while, forget marketing. We gotta see you, bro. And that's all I'm saying. Sounds like you talking about AJ. I'm talking about Jared Baby Anderson. Sounds like you're talking about it. Are we talking about AJ? Did you just switch the topic on me? Because everything you just said applies to AJ. It doesn't apply to Jared Baby Anderson. Hold on. No, because the way
if we're doing a topic change.
Whoa.
If we're doing a topic change, you need to let me know. I didn't know we did a topic change. If you want to talk AJ, we could talk AJ. That's fine.
Face, because he said something. You made a face. I don't know what's going on right now. It's crazy.
Where we're going with this? Because I heard AJ come into this, and then I'm just trying to work out what happened. Like, where we going, Maestro?
Where are you going? The new knowledge. Where are you going with this? Because that's
not the new knowledge, not the new knowledge, the knowledge, the real knowledge.
The real knowledge.
Okay, so. So what you said, you're talking glitz and glamour, and you don't know what's going to happen when the glitz and glamour go away. I thought you were talking about AJ. So are we talking about Jared Anderson, or are we talking about your boy AJ? Because everything you just said applied to AJ. Don't really apply to Jared, the real Big Baby Anderson. So I said that AJ.
I'm in a flu game 7. I can't really get into the scrap right now. I'm hoping that you're going to do this for Travis.
I'll hold it out for you. Okay, so where are we at? Right. So what part are you talking about glitz and glamour? What are we talking about? Anderson, we talking about AJ, or are we trying to conflate the two?
No, he was talking glitz and glamour. I was talking Anderson.
Said AJ's marketing. That's what he said. He said AJ's marketing, bro.
Okay. So what, AJ's marketing for Jared, or are you just talking in general?
I think it sounded kind of generalistic.
I mean, I was talking about a man that just knocked out Jerry Forrest brutally in front of my eyes. You got the video base because I sent it to you.
Yeah.
Right. And all of a sudden, KG started bringing up something about glitz and glamour and the other stuff. So I figured he did a topic change and we're talking about AJ now. I'll talk about AJ, but I was talking about what Jared Anderson did to Jerry Forrest, a man who pushed all of those names I gave you to the limits.
No, he was talking still about Jared Anderson, saying that.
So you was talking about Anderson? Okay, I thought he was talking about AJ. My bad.
No, you knew I wasn't.
My fault. Even the knowledge makes mistakes from time to time. KG, even the knowledge can make a mistake.
I want to make sure that
I thought you were talking about AJ. My bad.
Why did you insinuate that AJ is kind of like marketing? What was that about? Like, let's explore that.
Well, I was live at MSG the night that Andy Ruiz did the business. I was live for that.
Well, what about when he did the business back in the dunes? He went down. He went on the sand, bro, and he got it done.
I mean, he was dancing around the ring so much. I thought he was dancing on hot sand. Must have been so hot because he wouldn't keep. He was dancing around the ring. Was the ring that hot in the dunes?
I'm looking at you like. Bro, what's going on?
When people actually like exhibit the proper pugilistic arts of hit and not get hit, you want to call it dancing. You want to run. Come on, let's be honest, man. That's what boxing is. It's hit and not get hit. It's hit.
All right. So let me get back to thing because the knowledge is done, and I'm back to Maestro. Okay.
All right.
The knowledge comes in here and speaks a whole lot of Ross, but the Maestro, it's always on point. So
okay.
Listen. Real talk. I see KG chuckling over there. See, that was the maestro version of the knowledge. You understand? The knowledge when the knowledge make a little bit more sense. But
so let's bring it down a bit.
All right. So listen, you got to give the boy credit for what he did. He's 23 years old. He's passed every test put in front of him with flying colors. All right. And what he did to Jerry Forrest, I spoke to Carl Moretti after the fight. Jerry Forrest was there to extend this man rounds.
Yes, he was.
Like I said, Jerry Forrest went all those rounds with Pulev, with Michael Hunter, with Big Bang Zhang. So he was there to extend the man. But when you have a heavyweight that could switch hit, right, that's slick, who could fight on the inside, who could fight at range, who could throw in volume, and who can also punch with power, that is a very special conversation.
Yeah, no, I agree with you. I said Jerry Forrest, because some people will act like Jerry Forrest is just any journeyman. He's not. He's above that level. So what Jared did was it was actually a very impressive, and it was a very comprehensive beating. However, what I will say, the switch hitting, he needs to stop that shit. Because when he was in that southpaw stance, he was getting his head jabbed off.
There you go. That's a little bit
stance, because that's where he had his success. And obviously he's young, so we know that he's gonna learn, but he can't just be swinging without keeping his defense tight as well, because he was getting caught in between.
Those are the things, and he get found out in the YouTube
fight. Turned out a lot uglier, because he did get rocked by a couple of those shots that came in.
Well, this is true, but one of the reasons a guy is supposed to get these kind of tests at the prospecting contender level is so that he can learn from these kind of mistakes, so that he can make these kind of adjustments, right? And I think that he did that, and he showed it in the second round.
Yeah.
And he got the guy up out of there. Now, real talk.
Prospect. How close?
Real talk. Everybody I put on that list, I think he could beat, because I don't know how you guys felt about the Dillian White win over Jerry Forrest, but I thought it was very, very telling. Jermaine Franklin.
Yeah.
I mean, if I was gambling on a fight between Jermaine Franklin and Big Baby Anderson, I would put my money on Jared Big Baby Anderson by KO, and Dillian couldn't do it.
It was technical. I ain't gonna lie to you. It was a bit of a mad one in that one there. That Dillian one it raised a lot of questions. I had a lot of questions, and that's why I said when I talk about, because coming onto I think we'll kind of move from the AJ, because I know Brian is waiting as well. But we're talking about the eras and stuff, and it's like AJ was the next fight was supposed to be Dillian. You say, "Bro, how much are you gonna get from Dillian?" If you look calling him just the new gatekeeper, this, that, and the other, and we're talking about changing trainer, all this other stuff, it's like, how are we leading to be the champion again? How are we leading to?
Well, I'll give you the path for AJ to me, and I told this to Base. I think he disagreed with me when I said it, but I think that he should call out Daniel Dubois. Daniel Dubois got the secondary title with the WBA. He's looking kind of vulnerable after that fight with Lorena. I mean, you beat Dubois. He's a domestic challenge. It's kind of a crossroads fight. He stays relevant, and then he positions himself with the WBA to get another crack. The road to another title shot through the WBC is long and arduous. The road to another shot at a title through the IBF and WBO, not quite as arduous, but still pretty tough. His only shot at getting another title would be, as an optional defense with Fury, who I think is going to be Usyk. But I mean, an easier way for him to do it would be to go take on Dubois, right? Get that WBA regular title, and then try to force some kind of a mandatory challenge. That's what I would do if I was AJ.
Way. No way. Whoever did that, slap yourself.
How dare you?
I'd love to see that fight, though.
Do that.
I'd love to see that fight. Johnny Fisher, I think he beats Johnny Fisher. Fabio Wardley, I think he beats Fabio Wardley.
Rabiot's got that little bit of a dog in him, you know. He can bite down. So
bro. But what you don't what you got to understand about Wardley is he doesn't have the amateur pedigree that Jared Anderson does. And while Nathan Gorman does have that amateur pedigree, I mean, when you're turning up to fights for career high weights, not paydays, but weights in that kind of shape, I mean, guys, I'm a PE teacher. These people making fun of my Wi-Fi. Guess what? I'm calling you from the basement gym at my school. I mean, it is what it is. You either get it, you either getting me with this Wi-Fi, or you're not getting me at all. So enjoy it while I'm here.
You need that. I'm going to ask you about Conor, please. Just have your take about Conor before.
Yeah, go for it.
Bring in. What's your thoughts? I don't know if you saw Conor. Conor spoke out. He brought the facts
just
to
to
us.
give you an idea, guys, where I am. Look at this. This is where I am right now. Conor.
Yeah, he gave us.
Do I think he's innocent?
He gave us. He gave us.
I think if he wanted people to believe that he was innocent, what he needed to do was do what Canelo did, which is use a water-approved lab and do the hair follicle test. Clear your name. They weren't even out there publicly demanding the B sample, let alone demanding that submit to hair follicle testing. Canelo got cleared, not into the minds of the Canelo haters, but the people that really actually follow the sport. You can Google it. Articles are written about this in major media outlets, ESPN and others. He submitted to a hair follicle test. And by the way, they also use body hair for all of those who say, oh, well, he just shaved or whatever. Under the auspices of both the Nevada State Athletic Commission and which used a water approved laboratory. So that's what I would have done. Last thing I'm going to say, because I know I've been on here for a while, is I don't think Teofimo has a clear path to another title at 140. I just don't see it. I don't see it. Regis Prograde, WBC, Josh Taylor, WBO. I'd favor Alberto Puello over him.
Yeah.
So Alberto Puello's no slouch. So I'd also Subriel Matias is another WBO. Sorry,
IBF, isn't it?
PBC guy under the IBF rankings who's a tough out. So it is what it is. But thank you guys for having me on. End of a long work day. I'm about to get up.
Always appreciate you. You lot, mano. You know what to do. Pull up on my boy. Go check him out. He knows what he's doing, fam. He calls himself. He's saying he's the real knowledge. Listen, let's bring in Brian right now. Brian, talk to me. You've heard a lot of things. We've spoken before on the United thing, but this ain't United right now. Tell me what you're thinking on this boxing thing.
Okay. Can I start with Teofimo Lopez?
Yeah, of course.
Right. The guy ain't ready for 140. Number two, Teofimo Sr. He has to get out of that corner. Number three, his downfall, getting rid of Joey Gamache as his head trainer.
That's consensus. I think everyone agrees with that one.
Do you think if he was to bring him back, do you think we could fix things? And because again, Maestro's saying, look, I don't know, I'm not sure about the route for you. Do you think if he brings him back, we're back in the conversation?
I think his route Salas, if he wants to really Salas as a trainer, if he wants to really go serious on this and become a contender at 140 pounds, that's the route to go. Salas is one of the best trainers in the world. And I think if there's any trainer who could get him his head right? Because what I saw the weekend, I saw a dysfunction. He was jumping in, guard down, his head didn't come off center line. Every time, right? Every time Sandor Martin, he threw a straight punch, couldn't miss, got caught with a check hook. There was no upper body, lower body fence. He looked terrible. And
it's funny because the jumping in, it kind of worked against Loma because he was changing angles really quick. Everything Loma was doing, he had an answer for it straight away. Yeah.
This was Loma steps too. Loma's a front foot guy, whereas Santos a back foot boxer.
Yeah. Right. And they were complaining about Sandor Martin running, learn to cut off the ring. Right? You know, right? You got Sandor Martin, who is a very defensive fighter, who's a counter puncher, and you go in there and then you complain, right? And but prior to the fight, you say this is the guy we wanted. After I think it was Pedraza. Was it Pedraza?
Yeah.
So this is the guy we wanted. And after the fight, then you go to Top Rank. You go, give me better fighters. Give me the right. Give us the fighters we want. First, you say this is the fighter you want, and then when it doesn't work out for you, you say this is not the fighter we want. What is it? Prior or after the fight? So their messaging's all wrong. His father, get him out of the corner.
I think we can all
Let's
agree.
have this quickly. We agree with that, man. No, nothing to come back at that. What's your feelings on AJ? And I just want to get your quick thoughts on Crawford as well.
Bud, brilliant fighter. He was on cruise control. It was like, how can I say this? It was like a dog playing with his food.
No, I don't. I think that's a disrespect to Avanesyan.
No, I like Avanesyan, right? He's a good fighter. He's European level. I don't think he is world class. I think he's a European level fighter, and there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that.
I think he can be a world challenger. I think he's on the precipice. I think and challenge himself.
Yeah, I think Crawford is up here. I think he's just, him and Errol Spence Jr., they're holding that 147 pounds. You got Lipinets coming up. You got You got the Valdez, the young, and you got the big boy over there at the PBC. I forget his freaking name at the top of my head, right? Those guys will hold up the division. Those two young men will be the future of the division. But right now, like it's Crawford. Everybody wants to see Crawford and Spence. I kind say Earl Spence Jr., stay away from steering wheels.
Brother, Errol, listen, when I saw that news, I said, are they running back old news, bro? I couldn't believe it.
Yeah, I know.
I couldn't believe it. The guy just needs to travel by horse, or he needs like a train pass. Like he needs anything but being an this one is full. But anyway, I'm gonna keep it moving because I need to get out of here. I'm gonna get on double jab before I jump out of here. Big up, bro. Stay blessed. Double jab. Talk to me. What's going on? Woo! I know who this is, bro. I know who this is. Everybody, wait, can I tell them?
Yeah.
This is my little brother, fam. This is my little brother. What going on?
They know who I am.
Come on, they know. Again, bro, you've been sad. You've been calling me. You've been saying you're pissed off. You go into boxing from an AJ speech. You called me and said AJ's done out here, bro. Put something on it. Talk to me now. Talk to me, because you've been upset. This is a true AJ fan. This guy literally started boxing because of AJ. Let's go.
Yeah, look, all right. So when I say AJ is done, what people need to understand what I'm saying is I don't think he's competing at the top. I don't think he's number one. Like, you need to understand, a year or 2 years ago, when we were talking about AJ, we were talking about whether AJ was the one. You know what I mean? Yes, if you're talking about AJ fighting, making money, yes, he can still fight or make money. But whether he's the one, I don't think he's the one anymore. I think one of the things that's been so frustrating for me as a fan looking at it, he's become so consumed with the business, right, that he's forgot that being a raw, rugged fighter makes the business. I think that's my first thing I don't like about AJ. The second thing about it is, it just becomes so clear to me how mentally fragile AJ is. I'm like, why are you always listening to social media? Get in the damn ring and start fighting. I don't need to see you fight Dillian Whyte. Dillian Whyte's a nice guy. I've seen him. I love him. Let's call a spade a spade. Dillian Whyte's not an elite fighter, so why is AJ fighting him again? So I just don't think that. I think when you talk about the division now, Fury's number one, Usyk's probably number two. I'd probably say Wilder's ahead of AJ now, and I worry against AJ, even against Joe Joyce at this rate. So that's my point of view. My point of view is, yes, he can still fight, he can still make money, but he's no longer the one. I don't think he'll ever become the one. And I think it's just a shame, because somebody who at one point was kind of, the golden boy of boxing, he's not even really in conversations anymore. That's my point of view right there.
Let's not kill KG. We can't kill KG. No, I'm not going to disagree
Go
with
on.
anything you said because the takes they're plausible at the end of the day. Like, I mean, he's like we know he's the money man. Can he still get to the top? I mean, there's still a chance depending on if when them belts get fragmented. But the guys who currently hold them, well, we know that he can't beat one of them. The jury is out on the other one, but the consensus is that probably that guy's too much for him as well. Although that would be a bit more of a even match up in that term. But yeah, his does need to get his mind right if we're ever to believe that he's gonna be at the top of the mountain.
Yeah,
again.
he needs to get back into the conversation and start knocking man out. That's what really
You
needs
know
to
what it is? I think for such a long time, and I agree with what you guys were saying, we just bought into the AJ fight, but I just almost feel that there's a time when Eddie Hearn was supposed to make those big fights, those fights against Wilder, those fights against Fury. And look, it's debatable about whether those two wanted to take those fights or not. But I just feel that his promoter was protecting the bag so much that there was a time to throw him in the mix and make him have those fights. And I just don't think Hearn was letting him have them.
Listen, Playboy, I ain't here to argue these takes today. You know, I'm not even feeling good, bro. Listen, big up, Matt. Josh, stay blessed, man. We'll speak. Double G, he's on it, fam. You lot, listen, this is pure adrenaline that I don't know if you need to check my B sample right now, but it's not good. Go on, base.
Don't worry, we're gonna go straight to the hospital after this. Then you think. People, thank you very much for tuning in to another episode of Monday Night Smoke. The pod will be out with the normal Travis, not the stand-in. But yeah, I hope I did okay on my little audition thing. And
you smashed it. You smashed it. Love it. Love it. Someone said called Dr. Osman. I'm tired. I'm finished. You lot, we're out, man.
Watch out for the breakdown tomorrow. Myself and Tony the Pugilist. Our new start time is 9 p.m. So get in touch with that. We got a good show coming up, and look out for the pod dropping either late Thursday or early Friday, one or the other.
Big up, man. Big up. Stay blessed, everyone. Peace.
Peace.